Taylor Swift is taking shots with her new album. She's throwing shade at Charli XCX, Blake Lively, Scooter Braun. We're going to get into all of it. And Scheana Shay is finally opening up about what really went down between she and Lala. And she says it's not about her book. And she's mentioning it all. If you're ready for it, let's dive in. This is No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. What's up, guys? Welcome on in. Lots to get into. Lots of theories going around with the Taylor Swift album, The Life of a Showgirl. It dropped today, Friday, October 3rd, on Mean Girls Day. And because I'm I wouldn't consider myself a full Swiftie, but I like Taylor Swift's music and I've been listening to it a lot lately, not necessarily with the anticipation of this new album, but I've just been enjoying her music lately for some reason. But I'm not a Swiftie. And so I figured I needed some real Swifties to give me their thoughts. So I invited the biggest Swiftie in my life. He's been to so many of the Eras tour stops. And so I figured I needed his thoughts on the latest Showgirl album. Chef Stu O'Keefe.
Hi.
Don't let it stew. What's going on?
I'm the problem. Hi, how are you?
I'm the problem.
I know.
Me.
What do you want to talk? I mean, I know what you want to talk about. It's I'm still listening to it. I'm still I do have my favorites.
How would you rank it? Scale of 1 to 10.
1 to 10, I give it a 5.
A 5. But now, did it live up to the hype? Because there was so much hype and all the countdowns, and we were tired of the countdowns.
Not. First of all, no. The fucking countdowns and stuff, I thought this was going to be a 1989, fucking banger breaker, Out of the Woods, Getaway Car, those great, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, because that was kind of the lead song. That was the major Easter egg in the Eras Tour concert, was I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. She comes out with the feathers, with the showgirl kind of costume. I'm like, this is fucking great. This really is this is a hit. Now we know it's the life of a showgirl. Everybody gets excited. They think it's going to kind of follow this trend of that kind of song. She'll always throw in 1 or 2 slow songs. She's really good at doing that, so I don't mind about that. And I just feel I'm looking at a lot of reviews and stuff on TikTok, and the lyrics are a bit immature. I felt kind of millennial, kind of I don't know, I don't know, but I don't hate it. I think it's a good album. It's not a great album. I do love that Sabrina Carpenter song. That's a bit of a banger for me.
That's your favorite on the album, is the Life of a Showgirl.
Yeah, it is. I kind of just like the melody, the way it goes, and the bridge is fantastic in that. And then I agree with the title track, The Life of Ophelia. I think it's a great song to start off with, because she's generally not great at picking the first song on an album in going back. So but yeah, I'm hearing about the shade of Charli XCX and Blake Lively with the Gucci suit and all this kind of stuff.
So the songs that people have, I guess, really brought to light are Father Figure, Actually Romantic, and Canceled. So we can confirm that Ruin the Friendship is not about Blake Lively. Ruin the Friendship is about a schoolgirl crush, which is kind of what I anticipated about friends ruining the friendship by crossing that line. Listen, I've crossed that line many times. It doesn't always have to get awkward. So that's sometimes it does. Ruin the Friendship. So Actually Romantic is the one. Well, let's get the Blake Lively out of the way. So at first I thought maybe Father Figure was about Blake Lively, because that's the one where she talks about but though people are thinking that this one's about Scooter Braun, but she says, I was your father figure. We drank that brown liquor. You made a deal with the devil. Turns out my dick's bigger. You want to fight? You found it. I got the place surrounded. You'll be sleeping with the fishes. So I kind of feel like
I was at Steak 48. Oh, sorry. Finish your sentence.
Go to Steak 48.
I was at Steak 48 last night, and I went for happy hour drinks, so I could be a bit buzzed by the time I got home to really get into this supposed banger album, right? And the bartender was there, and of course, like he's like, "Hey, I got all the tracks in my pocket. Like, do you want me to send you the link?" And I'm like, "No, please don't. Please don't. I do not want spoilers. I just want to like listen to it when I get home, right?" So I was like, "How did you think?" And this and the other. And he said about that Father Figure album that song, that it was kind of like she's the father figure now of George Michael, because he apparently back in the day sued and he lost for like ownership or something like that, and she won, so she's kind of taking it over now and is the father figure, like, I'll take care of you. That's what he said. And I was like, oh, that's cool angle, whatever. But yeah.
Well, people are saying it's about Scooter Braun or about Scott Borchetta, or people have also theorized that it may be about Olivia Rodrigo, because I guess she took Olivia under her arm at some point and then they had a bit of a falling out. So, I mean, it could be about any of them. I don't think it's about Blake Lively, though. I don't think father figures about Blake. Obvious. I mean, there are some nods to them, but I don't think that it's about her. I think it is more likely about Scooter or Scott, maybe Olivia Rodrigo, but I don't think we have a song about Blake on the album at all. If you go through them, what is it? The Fate of Ophelia, Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite, which people seem to really like Opalite.
They do, yeah. It's not bad.
That seems to be a favorite. It wasn't my standout favorite, but that's the one I noticed online people really gravitated towards. There's Father Figure that people are thinking about is Scooter Scott. Eldest Daughter, which was whatever. Ruin the Friendship, Actually Romantic. Wishlist was kind of fun. Wishlist is fun. You know,
I agree. Probably number 2 for me.
Ass with a baby face. Yeah, fat ass with everybody wants a fat ass with a baby face. Wishlist was fun. Would, Canceled, Honey, and then The Life of a Showgirl. I liked Honey. I liked Honey, Canceled. Too. Honey and Canceled were 2 of my favorites.
Do you know what it is? It's like
Canceled is absolutely not about Blake. Canceled, people are thinking that Canceled is about maybe Brittany Mahomes.
Oh, really?
Well, because the whole premise of Canceled is she's saying, like, I like my friends. Canceled, we have matching scars. Like, she's talking about how she likes the people, her friend circle, to be the ones that have gone through that cancellation like she did when she had her beef with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Yeah. So it's not a diss track. It's more of like, I like the friends in my life that, like, who else in her life has been canceled, though? Who are her friends right now? Selena Gomez I don't think she's been canceled.
No, she's not. She's friends.
Who? Gigi Hadid, who hasn't been canceled. Yeah, I don't know.
Little side note. If you go like Easter egg thing, and it's crazy when you actually go and listen to it, go listen to the trailer for SNL, and I don't like people saying it's Travis's voice, it's Selena Gomez's voice, and you can hear Taylor Swift say "stand by." If you listen really carefully, it's her voice. So that's what the standby means on that poster. You know, we're waiting for that 7 p.m. on the Saturday. But we think she's going to like do a little pop in for SNL. I don't know. But it's crazy when you listen to that trailer. Go listen to it. It's funny.
Okay.
It's cute.
Yeah. I mean, the album, I think was fine. Oh, let's talk about Actually Romantic. So this is her diss track to Charli XCX. And she takes a number at Charli. I guess it's because Charli has a song called Everything's Romantic. And then there was also a song called Sympathy with a Knife.
And also people are saying with the Actually Romantic, when you select it, I guess the image that comes up, we've seen the image, but you see at the very end of the image, she's holding an apple. And Charli XCX has a song called Apple or something like that.
Yeah. I think the apple's rotten right to the core. I don't see an apple.
No, it's in an image. Did you see it?
Is that it?
It's an apple. Because I saw it this morning.
Is it an apple?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Oh, it's an apple.
Yeah.
It is an apple. She's holding the apple in her hand.
So there you go. It's definitely about us, Charli XCX.
I think the apple's rotten right to the core. Before. Interesting. It is an apple.
Isn't that funny? She just throws those Easter eggs everywhere. Just in case you didn't get it.
This has to be, so then it's clearly a diss track towards Charli XCX, 1000%.
What was it? She called her a Barbie girl or something like that? Or like what? Like, What was the fight? Like, what did Charli say about her? I don't even remember that.
I didn't even realize I mean, I knew that there was like I knew that there was some beef because like Charli made it seem like Taylor was trying to knock her off the charts and like I don't know. I knew that there was some beef over that about like who's the top dog. Let's see. Why are Taylor Swift fans convinced Actually Romantic is about Charli XCX?
Boring
okay.
Barbie.
Boring Barbie. Yeah. I heard you call me boring Barbie when the Cokes got you brave. High five in my ex, then said that you're glad he ghosted me. Wrote me a song saying it makes you sick to my face. And so they think that it's alluding to Charli's song, which is Sympathy with a Knife, which I think she ended up doing a collab with Troye Sivan on.
Scandal stealing. Yeah. Can I like ask somebody and ask all your audience, like,
yeah,
can we just agree on the album should not have been called The Life of a Showgirl?
Because I don't get why it's called The Life of.
I don't.
Yeah, there's nothing showgirly about it.
Nothing at all. And there's not even one song I can find that's showgirly about it, right? And I mean this like, you know, I love her and stuff like that, and she's great. I just feel like, and I can back it up with all those albums, all those vinyls, all those beautiful photographs, and she looks amazing in all of them. It's all Vegas showgirl shit, and it's feathers and these headpieces with the diamonds and the pearls. And I'm like, great, like this is gonna be awesome. And then you get this, something else is coming. It has to be. People are like, I need something else.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be more showgirl, like more flashy and like big, you know, like flashy songs. And I just feel like none of them were that. Like they were all just kind of like classic leftover Taylor songs.
Like I even just needed one song like that to just justify calling it that. The album that.
Which I thought the Sabrina Carpenter one would be that, but it really wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's where it's kind of country.
Canceled is not about Blake. Like that, like let's say that loud and clearly. Canceled is not about Blake Lively. Canceled is about her liking the friends that she has in her circle. Like it's a song, a nod to her current friends, people that she likes, and she likes that they've been canceled because she's been canceled too. That is what Canceled is about. Unless she's secretly friends with Blake Lively, which I know is not what people want to hear because we believe that they're not friends right now. Canceled is not about, so many people are like, Canceled is about Blake. Canceled is about, no, it's not. Shut up. It's not. It's not about Blake Lively.
Perhaps she's calling out the showgirls.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Perhaps she's calling out she's calling out Blake. She's calling. Yeah, I mean there are.
But then stop with the fucking outfits then on all the photographs, because that's confusing as fuck.
I thought this album was probably going to be a bit more I Can Do It with the Broken Heart, because like if you're a showgirl and you're doing the showgirl dance, but like you're secretly crying behind the scenes and like this is the life of a showgirl and it's so hard and I cry in my dressing room, but I'm on stage performing. Like I don't know. I thought something.
I know it is confusing. Maybe it'll be explained more. She did all those radio shows on in England this morning, and so I'm seeing clips of that, but I haven't. It's about the morning engagement rings, about Travis and stuff like that. People were like, I heard some of this today being like, someone said, because there was people like saying like it wasn't a great album or it wasn't as good and stuff. And somebody commented, do you think that like Travis had anything to do with this album?
Because he's a showgirl?
No, because like he writing on it, like that it's not that good. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It was kind of like, it was kind of funny shade.
Nicki Minaj is a fan of the album. She said this writing will go over y'all heads.
Look, I hear
what was there something subliminal and secret in the writing?
I don't know. Like I think, but here's the thing as well. When Torture Poets Department came out, I was kind of like, what the fuck? And I really like that album. Like I really like it. It really grew on me, and I think it's a great album, and the writing is great on it, and so forth. I'm hoping it'll happen with this. Like, I don't want to be too hard on it, you know? Like next week I could be like, you know what? I'll give it a 7.
Maybe. You just have to keep listening to it until it grows on you. It's not really how good albums are supposed to be, though. You can't keep listening until they grow on you, because then it's just like it becomes gimmicky. Perez Hilton says the song about Blake sounds to support her. There's no song about Blake on the album, guys. The only one that I could say that's probably a nod, or that could be, you know, skewed as a nod to Blake, is Father Figure. but I don't. I think
No,
that's
I
the one that
thought
makes the most sense.
it
It's not
was.
canceled. And I don't
No.
think there's any support for Blake on this album either. Perez is probably just fishing for some engagement because he's good at that.
Wow. Just
me? I
fine.
wish. Oh.
You just whip it. I don't know. I thought like with the Gucci thing, like the draped in Gucci kind of stuff, like was reference to her. No, was that in cancelled?
That wasn't canceled. Blake doesn't really wear Gucci. Blake wears Louboutin or Chanel.
No, she had this like Gucci thing on before. It was like a 2-piece draped in Gucci thing before. I've seen it. I think she was at.
Why are you? Why? But here's the thing: just because I wear Gucci, that doesn't necessarily mean that somebody, if they write something about me, that it's necessarily a dig to me. Is she ever really draped in Gucci? I don't know. She's not off. I would associate. Okay, one time. I would associate Louboutin with Blake Lively because she iconically always wears Louboutins and also makes sure that every character she has wears Louboutins. If she made a reference to red bottoms, I would be like, that's definitely a reference to Blake. Why are you so confident that Canceled is not about Blake, though? Because Canceled is about, like, here, let's read the lyrics to Canceled. I know you have to leave soon, Stu.
I got 1 minute.
So you can dip out at any point.
Sit down, please.
Because you have somebody else on your show to talk about this and not me.
Do you know what? We'll talk about it again next week when I have a really deep listening and I feel like we'll have a more understanding of the lyrics.
Yeah. She says, you thought it would be okay at first. The situation could be saved, of course, but they'd already picked out your grave and your grave and hearse. Beware the wrath of masked crusaders. Did you girl boss too close to the sun? Did they catch you having far too much fun? Come with me. When they see us, they'll run. Something wicked this way comes. So come with me. When they see us, they'll run. Isn't like we're in this together. Good thing I like my friends canceled. So she's saying she likes when her friends are canceled because she feels like she can relate to them. I like them cloaked out in Gucci and in scandal, like my whiskey sour and poison thorny flowers. Welcome to my underworld where it gets quite dark. At least you know exactly who your friends are. I don't think she's saying at least you know exactly who your friends are, because I think she learned Blake Lively is not her friend. They're the ones with matching scars. It's easy to love you when you're popular. The optics click, everyone prospers, but one single drop, you're off the roster. Tone deaf and hot, let's fucking off her. Did you make a joke only a man could? Were you just too smug for your own good? Or did you bring a tiny violin to a knife fight? Baby, that all ends tonight. I don't think Blake brought a tiny violin to a knife fight. Blake brought a bazooka to her fight with Beldoni.
Yeah. And then this TMZ was saying like pop icon spilling on how she likes her friends, cancels singing like him cloaked in Gucci and I'm in scandal like my whiskey sour and poison.
Yeah.
But diehard Swifties are convinced it's 100% about Blake. Someone says the song is clearly a song in support of their friendship. Some of you should listen to understand. I need to listen to more of it. Like I've
listened to it, and even in reading, listen, unless it is a song, I can see how they can think it's a song in support of Blake, but I don't think that she's supporting Blake right now. I really don't.
I don't either.
I don't think she's supporting Blake. All right. Well, I know you have to run, so
I have to run, guys. I love you all and have a wonderful weekend listening. And we'll be back here. I'll pop on next week with Zack again and we'll finish this convo.
Yeah. All right. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, let's keep reading this. There is the line that she says, but baby, that all ends tonight. Maybe like it ends with us, that ends tonight. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, well, let's dissect this further. Good thing I like my friends canceled. I like them cloaked in Gucci and in scandal, like my whiskey sour and poison thorny flowers. Flowers, florals, bring your friends, wear your florals. Interesting. I don't know. I'm maybe being convinced here. Honey, welcome to my underworld. I'll break your heart. At least you know exactly who your friends are. They're the ones with matching scars. They stood by me before my exoneration. They believed I was innocent. So I'm not here for judgment. No. Oh, but if you can't be good, then just be better at it. Everyone's got bodies in the attic or took someone's man. We'll take you by the hand as soon as you'll learn the art of never getting caught. Yeah, well, Blake's getting caught. It's a good thing I like my friends canceled. You know, I like them cloaked in Gucci and in scandal. I like my whiskey sour and Poison Thorny Flowers. Yeah, it's good. I like my friends canceled. I salute you if you're too much to handle. I like my whiskey sour. I like it. And Poison Thorny Flowers. I love it. Can't you see my infamy loves company? Now they're broken. Now they've broken you like they've broken me, but a shattered glass is a lot more sharp. And now you know exactly who your friends are. You know who we are. We're the ones with matching scars. Maybe it is about Blake, because maybe she's saying now you know exactly who your friends are, because the ones that turned on you are the ones that are no longer your friends. Interesting. There's a song that says it ends when it ends. Well, this one says it ends tonight. I don't know. Is it about Blake? Ooh. Part of me wonders if she's singing it as someone else, not herself, like she's singing it as the devil or something. Yeah, I don't know, Michelle. I don't think Taylor Swift is trying to channel the devil in this one. Someone pointed out that father figure mentions drinking brown liquor. I don't know. Yeah, it does, but I don't know what that has to do with. I don't know, guys. Now I'm torn. But she wrote the album last summer. That doesn't mean she couldn't have tweaked it or added in a new song recently. Look at Brittany Mahomes at Wimbledon in July 2024, head to toe in Gucci. August is when Taylor and Trump were in the headlines. That's right. That happened last summer when Brittany Mahomes got canceled. It was last summer, July 2024. People are saying that's around the time that she was writing this album. So that's why I was believing the theories that canceled was about Brittany Mahomes, or at least a reference to that, right? Of like Brittany Mahomes got canceled and everybody was pissed at Taylor Swift because they were just like, why are you friends with her? You don't like Trump, and Brittany Mahomes is a Trump supporter. So people remember everyone was so pissed at Taylor, and then everyone bullied Taylor into endorsing Kamala Harris, and what an epic fucking flop that was. He has a gin business. Yeah, gin is not brown liquor, guys. Ryan Reynolds. He doesn't have a whiskey business. Michelle says not literally channeling the devil, just like her writing from the perspective of someone else. It's too literal. She never writes that literal. Yeah, that's why Nicki Minaj is saying like you guys aren't actually going to get the lyrics. I don't know. Maybe none of them are about Blake. I'm going to vote none of them are about Blake. The only one that I would think is possibly about Blake would be Father Figure, but I don't think that it is. I think it makes more sense that Father Figure is about like a Scooter Braun or maybe an Olivia Rodrigo. I think that makes sense. Yeah. Demi says it's about Brittany. She also warned Taylor about Blake. Yeah. I think it's about Brittany, not even Ophelia. Let's see. The Life of Ophelia lyrics. Let's read that one. Let's read those. Oh, okay. Okay. I heard you calling on the megaphone. You want to see me all alone. As legend has it, you are quite the pyro. You light the match and watch it blow. And if you ever come for me, I might have drowned in the melancholy. I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I. Right before you lit my sky up, all that time I sat alone in my tower. You were just honoring your powers. Now I can see it all. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to my hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been, because now you're mine. It's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of, the fate of Ophelia, the eldest daughter of a nobleman. Ophelia lived in fantasy, but love was a cold bed full of scorpions. The venom stole her sanity, and if you'd never come for me, I might have lingered in purgatory. You wrap around me like a chain, a crown, a vine, pulling me into the fire at the time I sat alone in my tower. You were just honoring your powers. Now I can see it all. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge your allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been, because now you're mine. It's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of, the fate of Ophelia. 'Tis locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. Locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. All that time I sat alone in my tower. You were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. I pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been because now you're mine. It's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of, the fate of Ophelia. You saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. This sounds more like a love song, maybe about Travis, like you saved me. I don't think that Ophelia is the one about her at all. Yeah, Jane says Travis. I think Travis. Michelle says, nah, this is not about Blake. This is her modernizing Shakespeare. Yeah, and I think, I mean, if anything, I could see that song being like about Travis. Like, you saved me from the fate that could have been me, you know? It's not about Brittany. It's about herself. Taylor's a victim too, guys. Travis, for sure. She already said on a UK interview today, this song is a love song. Yeah, it sounds like a love song. Like Travis saved her from a potentially bad fate, and that could have been the fate of Ophelia. That could have been her fate. Travis came for Taylor, and he dug her out and saved her. Yes. She said in an interview that this is about Travis. Well, then there we go. I put those pieces together when I was reading. I was like, duh, obviously this is about Travis. Wah, wah, wah. The fate of Ophelia. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That's not Taylor. That's another song. Who is that by the Lumineers? Ophelia. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. So, oh my God, you are wearing Fabletics. I am wearing Fabletics. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? How are we feeling about this? Is my new Fabletics shirt. I got it from Fabletics. And I've been on a mostly liquid diet all week. I feel like I'm getting so skinny. Yeah. Oh my God, my jaw fucking hurts. Talking too much. I've been talking all week. I think my jaw is just like getting adjusted still. Like it's just like settling and it like hurts like a motherfucker. Oh, it's just sore. The album was so anticlimactic. I agree, Nicole. And Stu said the same thing. He gave it a 5 out of 10. He said maybe if he continues to listen to it, maybe it'll go up to like a 7 out of 10. But yeah. April says, I've got stuff from Fabletics from 2016 that's still holding up. Same. Yeah. I have underwear from Fabletics that I got in like 2016. When it first came out, remember when Kate Hudson was a part of the brand? That's when I first started with Fabletics. And I had it for a little bit and then I canceled it because I wasn't really like needing that many workout clothes. And then now I need workout clothes because I work out every day. Oh, that's right. Today there's a hearing. I forgot about that. The Nordstrom Avengers are texting me. Lauren's texting. She's like, Lauren can't get the hearing to work. She's like, is anyone else trying to access the hearing? I can't get it to work. I'm so over it. I'm so tired of it. I'm just like, can we fast forward? Can we do a quantum leap and let's jump straight to trial? Well, actually, no, I'm enjoying. Well, I don't know. Life's been kind of crazy. Yesterday was crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy. Just the adrenaline and everything that has been in my body this week. Was it boring? But the fun guys produced it. It wasn't boring. It just wasn't like, I think everybody with the marketing behind it, everybody was expecting a banger. Everybody was like, it's going to be a bang, you know? Russ says, maybe I'll take a gummy and listen later. I mean, yeah, you can do that for sure. But like, I don't know if it's really going to slap. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? But yeah, I think the biggest one out of here is the dig that she takes at Charli XCX, which is the actually romantic song. That's where I was like, Perez says there's clearly a song to support Blake. That's called Conjecture. I mean, listen, if there is a song about Blake, it's definitely canceled. But I don't think that that's about Blake. But I don't know. We'll have to see if their friendship mends. Zack, when do you go in for the implant? In January. So I have a follow-up I have a 2-week follow-up that's coming up, not this upcoming week, but the week after. I'm gonna go in for my follow-up to make sure everything's all good. And then Yeah, Blake did a Gucci ad. Just because Blake has been so many people, you can say Gigi Hadid has done Gucci. You can say there are a million people in Taylor's life that you can associate with Gucci. I mean, even Travis has been super Gucci'd out. He was all dipped out in Gucci at the Brittany Mahomes game where everyone tried to cancel Taylor over the Brittany Mahomes Trump stuff. So it's like you can make the Gucci argument forever. I think Louboutin and red bottoms are the clearest nod to Blake Lively because again, Blake is always wearing Louboutins, and all of her characters, she makes sure they're wearing Louboutins. In A Simple Favor, in what was the other movie? In It Ends With Us, her characters always have red bottoms. So if Taylor said something about that, red bottoms or Louboutins, then I think that would have been a clear nod to Blake Lively. But Gucci is not. Just because Blake happened to have worn a Gucci jumpsuit or did a Gucci ad one time, there are a number of other fashion brands that Blake has done stuff for. And there are a number of other people that have done Gucci ads that are in Taylor Swift's life. Sabrina's controversial album cover was compared to Tom Ford for Gucci ads too. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I think that people are stretching to make canceled about Blake Lively. Because here's the other thing. If she really wanted to support Blake and stand by her girl, she would have issued a statement. She would have been deposed. She would have, not for Baldoni. Look at Isabella Ferrer. She's, avoiding Baldoni at every cost, but they're gladly supporting Blake. So, yeah. Maybe not having a single reference is the ultimate diss. That's what I'm thinking. I think that's very likely. So, there we go. There we go, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't yet subscribed. Hit subscribe and hit like. Dun, dun, dun. Blake did a ton of ads for Gucci. Did she? I don't get why you're so convinced that this song has to be about Blake Lively. I think that there are a number of reasons why it likely is not about Blake Lively, but I don't get why people are die hard trying to force that connection. I mean, if that's what you want to believe, then go for it. I don't think we'll ever get that real answer. I personally think it aligns more with Brittany Mahomes based off of the time that the song was written. And, I just think that makes more sense. I don't think Taylor is standing by Blake. I think there are a number of recent actions that show that Taylor Swift does not stand with Blake Lively in this moment. So why would she write a song? Yeah, best diss is no moment. Yeah, I agree. Brittany and Sabrina. Yeah, maybe Brittany and Sabrina. Because again, I will repeat, as I've said 50 million times at this point, that I just don't think Gucci is something you commonly associate with Blake Lively. It's just not something Chanel. Okay, maybe. Louboutin, absolutely. You can say Christian Louboutin red bottoms are signature quintessential Blake Lively. I thought she wrote canceled while on tour before the falling out and the extortion. Yes, which would make more sense as to why it would be Brittany Mahomes, or as some people are speculating, maybe Sabrina Carpenter as well. Or it could be about both of them, right? I like my friends canceled. I associate only Gossip Girl with Blake. Yeah, but I'm just saying in terms of a luxury fashion brand, the one that would make the most sense about Blake would be Louboutin. Gucci, I think, is just such a random thing. Has Blake done multiple Gucci ads? Okay, so Blake did Gucci ads back in the Gossip Girl days. We're talking 2012, 2013, 2014. Okay, that's not recent. Yeah, her last Gucci ad was 2014, it appears. It doesn't look like she did Gucci commercial or perfume commercials. Okay, that's a stretch. If we're trying to say that her ad from over 10 years ago, her decade-old perfume ad is what makes it, that's how I know we've gone crazy. If that's what we're thinking is the association, is that Blake did Gucci ads from over a decade ago. 12 years ago, Blake did a Gucci ad for a perfume. So yeah, that must be it. Guys, come on. Allison said that she didn't think it was a song supporting Blake, but she thought maybe it was sarcastic. I don't think it's about Blake at all. At all. Someone petty enough to write Actually Romantic is not keeping a support song on an album for a friend that backstabbed her, even if she wrote it while they were friends. Come on now. But Blake Lively also wasn't canceled at that time. And like, yeah, you know, what was the brand called that Salma Hayek supports and Blake wore it to the Super Bowl? Wear to the Super Bowl. At the Super Bowl, Blake Lively wore Balenciaga. Yeah, Balenciaga is very controversial. That was the first thing that came into my head, and it's confirmed she wore Balenciaga. Yeah. It's interesting. Balenciaga and Adidas, like the Adidas jumpsuit. Yeah, it's like it was an Adidas Balenciaga collab. And like the pants were they had like the shoes worked into it, which is very signature Balenciaga. Very signature Kim Kardashian as well. Copper says, okay, if that was in the song instead of Gucci, that would be a dead giveaway. Yeah, that if she mentioned Balenciaga, because that was an iconic photo and outfit that Blake was wearing. I don't think there's nobody associates Gucci with Blake Lively, except for the one person that was very convinced that they believe Perez Hilton, which good for you if you believe Perez Hilton. Perez is allowed to have his own theories and opinions. I personally disagree, and I think he's clickbaiting you. I think he wants you to get fired up because he knows it drives engagement, and that's what Perez is good at. No matter what, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively were zoned in on every single song to see. Oh, 1000%. And I bet you anything Blake sent Taylor a text, and she's like, oh, girl, I just want to let you know your album is so good, and I just like, I'm so sorry for the place that we're in, but I support you 100, and like Ryan and I are like, we're streaming it all day, and like the kids, like they love it, and the kids miss you, and blah, blah. Like, she's doing all that bullshit. If Blake attends Taylor's wedding, they're still friends. If no, there's no friendship. Agreed. I don't think Blake is going to be at Taylor's wedding at all. Banny says, I think we'll know for sure if she makes a music video for Canceled. Yes, definitely. And if there's a Louboutin in there, then we know. I'm telling you, I know my celebrities and I know my designers, okay? And I'm telling you right now, I would associate Balenciaga with Kim Kardashian. I would associate Christian Louboutin with Blake Lively. I don't know who I would associate Gucci with. I just feel like Gucci is so... Maybe I would associate Gucci with Travis Kelce, to be honest with you, because Travis is always decked out in Gucci. Always, like head to toe decked out in Gucci. I wouldn't even associate Taylor Swift with any specific designer. Yeah. Kourtney Kardashian. Maybe Dolce & Gabbana I would associate with the Kardashians because Kourtney had her big Dolce & Gabbana wedding. Yeah. Yeah, Travis likes Gucci. Travis loves Gucci. Oh my God. Yeah, Blake is Chanel and Lorraine Schwartz. Yep. Chanel, Lorraine Schwartz, Louboutin. Those are the Blake Lively's go-tos. And I think because they like Gucci, I feel like is very like nouveau riche. It's very new money. It's very like, rappers and young actresses and like, people who become famous and they want to show off. They do Gucci or they do Versace. And I say that as I have Gucci and Versace. Listen, I'm new money. I came from the hood, okay? I didn't come up with money. I'm nouveau riche, okay? I got that new money and I'm buying new money shit. Although I try to not get too tacky with it because some people get really tacky with it. I'm nouveau riche and I can own that, right? I'm ghetto rich. I came from East LA. People... when we wore Dolce & Gabbana, they were knockoffs from, the man on the street, right? That was selling sunglasses or, the little kiosk at the Glendale Galleria. Okay. So yeah, but something like Chanel, there's a little more elegance to Chanel. Louboutin, I would say, also can fall into the nouveau riche category, but I also think that like the red bottom pieces that Blake Lively likes to wear, those are the very high end, expensive red bottoms. Lorraine Schwartz, I think, is very yeah. There's just like a little more of an elegance to it. She is canceled. Who is canceled? Blake? I think Canceled was a crap song. I personally like Canceled. That's one of my favorites on the album. But just because I like the sentiment. Because I feel like I'm that way too. I mean, the internet's tried to cancel me how many times now? And I agree with the sentiment of that song. I like friends that have been canceled because they get it and they don't give a fuck. That's why I love Donna. Donna is one of my good friends. I love and adore her because she takes her beatings from the internet all the time and she's a fucking queen and she takes it like a champ and she stands by, you know, she's getting stronger and she stands by her word a lot more. And like, those are the friends that I like. The friends that can take a beating and can get hit by a car and can get burned and stabbed in the back and dissed by their friends. I've been through it so many fucking times that I relate to this song because I'm like, yeah, I would prefer the friends that have been canceled and discarded and the internet has hated them and they've taken their beatings. They understand me a little bit better. Okay. And they're just a little more real and they have conviction and they stand by who they are and they own who they are versus the phony ones, right? The ones that try to pretend to be good and the ones that try to be like, oh, I'm a good person and let me post this because I'm supposed to because I support this social cause and hashtag this and hashtag that, hashtag go fuck yourself, hashtag eat my fucking ass. I don't need fake friends in my life anymore. Over it, been there, done that. Thank you. Next. Okay. So, yeah. Blake owned herself, though. She self-sabotaged. Yeah, she did. Whatever song is about Blake or not about Blake, Blake is canceled. Yes, I agree with that. Very true. Very, very true. Also, shout out to Christina, Mod Christina. Shout out. I know Laura's on a vacation right now, but shout out to Christina for keeping the live chat going. Going, 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 going. How many more shots until you're going? Which, by the way, guys, if you have not yet, signed up for signed up on Supercast for No Filter All Access, then I highly suggest you go right now and sign up for Supercast before the promo ends. I'm telling you right now, today is officially the last day to lock in the savings. So you're going to want to go. Go right now. Lock in the savings. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. Because you need to lock it in. Lock it in. Today's the last day. So you have until, I believe, midnight Eastern tonight to lock in those savings. Go to nofilterwithzack.com. Zack is Z-A-C-K. Nofilterwithzack.com. I'm going to do a bonus episode this weekend for the Zacktivated members. You'll get a bonus episode. And then we have our monthly live stream, which is going to be the first Sunday of every month. So we'll be doing that. It's not a live stream. It's a Zoom call. So you'll get to come on camera. If you want to come on camera, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can. Savings. Speaking of savings, Lala Kent and Scheana Shay, their feud has been beefing. Oh, Laura is here. Laura, I didn't realize you were in the live chat, my love. I thought you were on break. No sponsors this week. I've been canceled. Where was I? Scheana and Lala. So Scheana Shay did a podcast. And at first she said that she was going to address this on last week's podcast. Remember last week we were like, oh, did she post it? Did she not post it? What's going on? Well, she ended up having them cut the stuff about Lala out because she said Lala openly spoken. I forgot what interview she did about how her mental health wasn't in the best place. And I guess that prompted Scheana to be like, oh, well, then I won't post anything right now because if her headspace isn't in the best place, then whatever, let me not hash this out. But she said then Lala went and talked about it on her podcast. So Scheana's like, so now I'm going to talk about it on my podcast. And I'm not upset with Lala about the the book thing, which, by the way, I still have the book right here. It's been sitting here this entire time. Not my good side, huh? Yay. Scheana, I'm still waiting to get invited back on your show. But so Scheana, a few things. She had Alex Baskin on, and Alex Baskin confirmed that Scheana is the one that turned down the offer to join the Valley season 3. It was Sheena's decision. She was offered a very compelling offer to join the show this season. She said no, ultimately. And she just said that she knows she'll be back on TV at some point, but just this show at this time wasn't the right opportunity, which I found kind of strange. I wonder what went down behind the scenes that prompted that decision. But she also said that she's not trying to join Real Housewives of Orange County, which is something that Tamara tried to put out there, that it had been her dream to be on Real Housewives of Orange County, which is weird because I've never heard Scheana say that. I've never heard Scheana want to be a housewife. Like, that's just not a thing that I ever thought was a thing. And Tamara was like trying to make it a thing. And listen, I'm so fucking over Tamara. I'm so over Tamara and all of her fake bullshit. And I think the audience sees through it. And she's trying to buddy to Katie. And she doesn't even like Katie. She's just budding. I can already see what Tamara Judge is trying to do. And she's trying to set up Real Housewives of Orange County season 20. Let's bring back the OGs. Let's bring back Vicky. Let's bring back Alexis. Like, you know, she's trying to produce the show. It's very obvious. And I think you just need to let it do its thing. You know, Alex Baskin was on her podcast today and co-signed everything Scheana said. Yeah. So Alex Baskin said that Scheana is the one that turned down the Valley, but they were in serious talks for quite some time. He also said that Sheena's never expressed interest in wanting to join the Real Housewives of Orange County. Scheana said that if she did say that to Tamara, it was maybe like as a joke at BravoCon or something, but that was never like a serious thing. She has no interest. She doesn't even live in Orange. That was also the stupidest thing about it, is like Scheana doesn't live in Orange County. Scheana lived in, or had a place in San Diego, and then Marina Del Rey, and now she's in the Valley, and she at Palm Springs too, right? She has a place next to Lala in Palm Springs. So Sheena's like, there's never, OC has never been a thing. So there's no, she's like, it's just the stupidest thing. So yeah, dumb. But again, Tamara's just trying to manufacture drama. I didn't want to believe all the things that people have told me about Tamara. But it's like, just, I don't like, it's obvious that she's trying to produce this show, and I don't know if she's really that much of an asset to the show at this point to even keep that going. But the fact that she's like trying to get them to bring back Vicky and all this stuff, like, it's just, I think even Heather's kind of over. I can sense, I don't know personally, but I can just sense that Heather's kind of over the show and the drama and the Tamara of it all. And like, I can sense Heather leaving after this season. I don't think there's any reason for Heather to come back. She also lives in Beverly Hills now. Yeah. Robin says Tamara is giving Scheana shit because she knows people will jump on the bandwagon against her. That's the thing, is it's so calculated. She knows that Scheana is not liked by people. So if she can find somebody else to dump her shit on, to take a big fat giant Tamara dump on someone, she's going to dump it onto Scheana because she knows that the Bravo audience already hates Scheana so much that it's an easier target for her to deflect. And the fact that people can't see exactly what Tamara is doing and how phony and fake this all is, like, it's insane to me. I'm glad she stopped talking to all my friends, though. Like, she's stopped running her mouth to all of them or trying to do her little, like, she's kind of stepped away. She's taken a break from me, and I'm glad. I think she thought that I would stop talking about her and stop outing all the shit that she's been doing behind the scenes all these past few months. But here's the thing. I'm going to call out what I see. I'm not going to do it because I have a vendetta against you. I'm not going to do it to get back at you or because I'm mad or whatever. Like, no, if you're pulling your bullshit, I'm going to call it out on my show. And Tamara, I'm so sick of her fucking bullshit. And so I'm glad that Sheena's fighting back. I know people don't like Scheana, and I get it. You don't have to like Scheana. I don't always love Sheena's behavior. But yeah. Oh, but back to Lala. Sorry, I went on a tangent. I didn't watch Orange County last night. But Scheana and Lala, so yeah, she had Alex Baskin on to basically confirm all of that. And Alex said that he would have liked to have made season 11 the final season of Vanderpump Rules and marketed it as the final season of Vanderpump Rules and wrapped up everybody's individual storylines. And like, that would have been good. And I think that would have been nice, but he's like, but we couldn't do that because we couldn't really predict that. And we didn't want to like end if we didn't have to end. Like, I don't know. He went up, but he says he's excited for the new Vanderpump Rules and he doesn't want people to hold it to the predecessors because it's a different show. And It's just a similar premise, whatever. And then with Lala, Scheana says that there were two things that happened. One, she says that I guess her and Lala had a fallout before, and that's probably why Lala didn't post the book on Instagram. She posted just like a photo of the book and tagged Scheana. And it was after Scheana had already made the New York Times bestseller list, so it wasn't really that helpful for Lala to post at that point. But she said that that was Lala being petty because I guess Scheana had told Lala about the affair. And Lala then went and repeated that to two other people. I think one of them was Zack on The Valley, and another one was this girl, Jen, who is like a frenemy of Sheena's. I couldn't really tell. But so Lala went and told other people about Brock's affair before it had been outed or before it had been published. And so Scheana was really hurt by that because she felt like Lala betrayed her trust. And she was like, I just need some space. I just need time to kind of think. And then Lala was like upset that Scheana was taking time, but Sheena's like, she didn't even give me 24 hours to like process everything, blah, blah, blah. Right. Miss Squishy says, I think Sheena's a genuinely good person. I don't know what everyone's beef is. I agree. I think Scheana is just a genuine person, but she gets in her own way sometimes. And she does, I agree with people, does tend to make things about herself. And, I think what Scheana does is she's very much herself, and there are parts of herself that people may recognize in themselves. Because like you said, when you see other people, there's always a mirror. And I know this is going to trigger people and whatever, it is what it is. But so I think it's that people are triggered by Scheana. I think that there are parts of themselves, because, I said people don't like to take accountability. That's why they point the finger at everybody else and say, you're toxic and you're a narcissist and you're the reason the friendship failed and you're the reason the relationship ended. Everybody points the finger at everybody else and never wants to take accountability or look at their own toxic, messy traits, because nobody wants to believe that they're toxic. And here's the truth, you guys, you're toxic. You listening and watching this right now, I'm talking to you. You're toxic, okay? That's why it's important that you do the inner self-reflection and work on that. And usually when we see other people and there are things about them that trigger us, there is something in that is magnifying us. Either it's showing us something that we are or something that we're lacking that we want. There's always a trigger, and it's because everything around us, the mirror around us the world around us is a mirror. So I think that there are parts of Scheana that people reckon, whether it's, she comes across desperate, or she's boy crazy, or she's annoying and makes everything about herself, or she's not self-aware, or whatever. I think those are parts of ourselves that we tend to get triggered by. So, I think that's why when I get Zack-activated, there's usually a trigger in that too. And I get triggered sometimes because the people that activate me in that way, to me, I hate that there's something that they're doing that they're probably getting positive recognition for, that I'm just like, but they're so phony. Whereas like with me, I'm so radically transparent and so fully myself, and I take my beatings for that I'm like, why is it fair that bitch gets to pretend to be phony and nice and people love her for that? Those are all normal things. Yeah. It's called self-inventory. People don't like to do self-inventory. I was just having a conversation with somebody about this yesterday. I'm like, you need to fix you. You need to address you. You need to deal with your own shit right now, because the person that you're being is not you. It's not who I've always known you to be. You're different in this moment, and there's something that is triggering that. There's something that is, and I think it's because you're afraid to face your inner demons. But I think people are afraid to face their inner demons because they think that there's going to be something that's uncomfortable for them to experience or work through or whatever. And it's true. It's not a comfortable journey doing the shadow work, but, So Scheana said she felt betrayed by Lala. She felt like Lala betrayed her trust and didn't really give her enough time to kind of process everything. The book, I guess, was part of it. And then there was something else that she mentioned that Lala did. She said that she mentioned that Lala said that she was excited to get back on the show, and she just like missed going toes to with people. And I guess production had come to Scheana and they were trying to find out who was in their friend circle, who are other moms or other people in the Valley that they could potentially cast on the show. And so Scheana gave them some names of like, here are some people that you can cast, give them a try, interview them, talk to them. And I guess Lala got upset with Scheana about that. And she was like, I don't want to go toes with those women. I really like those moms. Why would you give them their name? And I get Lala's point of like, I really like my genuine, real friendships with these people, that I don't want those friendships to get tainted by coming on the show, because when you're on the show, it becomes a very different thing, And then your friendships kind of go through it. And you kind of have to know our friendship is going to go through it if we end up on this show together. So I get that. And Sheena's like, I don't really want to join a show where the whole premise is to go toes with people. Like, that's just not for me. I'm not interested in doing that in my life anymore. I understand that's part of a show, but I just want a show where we can just live our authentic lives and not have to go toes and not have to fight with people. And so I was like, all right, good for you. And then she also said that there was a moment where I guess Scheana got upset, or Lala got upset with her and called her and was cussing her out over the phone. And it happened in front of both of their daughters. And Scheana didn't like that. And she just said that Scheana had put up with this behavior too long. Like, she was always a pushover and she always let Lala treat her this way. And Sheena's like, now I'm changing. I am changing. I'm becoming, a person that stands up for myself and that sets boundaries and that sticks to those boundaries and is very much, standing firm in that, which I get, So that's the Scheana and Lala beef. Scheana is a bit of a pushover and target. She does not have fight in her. Well, now she's fighting back, Now she is fighting back. Rest says Lala got mad because she didn't want to go toes with real friends. Yeah. And Sheena's thing is like, well, why do we have to go toes? Why does the show always have to be about going toes? And I think Sheena's being a little bit naive in that, like, the show does tend to, even though you may not want to always go toes, like, the shows are based off of conflict and resolution, you know? Russ says, I think Scheana should focus on scripted television. I thought she did great on Lopez. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's something that she always wanted to do, was to be an actress. And I think that's what she should focus on next, is trying to build a career as an actress. So she sided with Mary J. Blige. No more drama. No more drama in my life. No one's gonna make me hurt again. No drama, no more drama in my life. No one's gonna make me hurt again. All right. Well, on that note, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you oh so much. I also wanted to share, look, I'll give you guys a little peek of this. I was going through rough edits for, oh my God, I have 94 unread text messages just in this less than an hour that we've been typing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, Ange just tweeted this. She said, my coworker walked by my cubicle and saw that I was watching you and told me y'all went on a date. He said you were very nice. What? Who did I go on a date with? Ange, I need names. Give me names, Ange. Who is your friend that I went on a date with? Ange tweeted that at me 24 minutes ago. Steffi tweets, I think she was telling her what she had learned from her own experiences with all these cancellations. Don't get involved. Be better than them. Keep quiet. Don't add fuel to the fire. Listen to me. I've been through it. Unfortunately, Blake Lively clearly didn't follow his advice and got sued. Wait, I still need to know. Oh, Mac is leaving. Bye, Mac. Thank you. Oh, are you guys leaving? Like, is the show done? Wait, Ange, if you're still watching this, I need to know. I need the tea. Who did I go on a date with? I would love to DM me. Give me more details on this. Ange, I need to know. It's so weird sometimes. Even I was in the car with my brother and my stepmom, and they were talking about how, like, some of their coworkers, I guess, listen or watch the show. And even my brother was like, yeah, we have this one coworker and she's like super like liberal and kind of crazy. And she was like asking me, she's like, how is your brother like gay and also conservative? And like, it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm like, it's so weird. Like, I don't think though, like, my worlds don't often blend in that sense. Like, I don't think that people are talking about me to my brother at his job. Like, that's just like, they don't listen or watch my show. Like, to me, this is, I'm at work right now. I go and I do my job and they go and they do their jobs. And like, they don't come home and talk to me about their coworkers and all that stuff. Muddy Grace says, save it for the Zoom. I'll save it for the Zoom, but like, now I need to know, Ange. I need answers. And says, message me and I'll tell you. I love him. Oh my God. I'm going to DM Ange. Hi, Ange. I've gone on a lot of dates recently. Yeah. I've been a Jezebel these days. Sorry, just need some sleep. Love you much. Get some sleep. Yeah, we'll save it for the Zoom. 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 It's not weird. I'm obsessed with Jeffree right now. He's scorched earth. Jeffree Star? Yeah. Russ says, I don't agree with all of your beliefs, but I know you have a good heart. I think most people have good hearts and most people are well intentioned, you know? She gave me his name. Do you have a photo or an IG? And I need something more than just a name. First of all, you don't often learn people's last names before the first date. I need to know who this is. It's crazy. Oh, Amy Davis just signed up to become a member. She got the fully Zacktivated plan on Supercast. All right. Well, I wanted to show you this. You guys, look at this. It's so crazy. I was going through rough edits of the tour tapes, which will be coming out soon. What time is the Zoom? The Zoom's going to be either 12 or 12:30 on Sunday Pacific. So noon Pacific, around noon is when you can expect. Look at this was in Dallas. This is the Dallas Theater tour. These are just like, and this one's like my favorite clip. This is me in the back seat going to the Dallas venue, talking. I'm on the phone with Donna. We're FaceTiming. And then this is arriving at the venue for the first time, which is it was such a cool moment. I post this on Instagram. You can't hear any of the audio, but like it has audio. But like this is us arriving in Dallas, like yeah, Palaya. You know, it's so exciting and so cool. Look at that's me. And I'm like, oh my God, Donna, look at my name is on the theater marquee. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. It was just really fun. And it's cool to now like watch all of this back. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mac. That's what's up, Mac, with the super sticker. Appreciate you, Mac. So sweet. You don't know your date's last names? I mean, I don't often remember, oh yeah, George Lopez. Like, I don't know. You don't, especially if it was just like a one-off first date. If I see a photo, then I'll be like, oh my God, yes, what a terrible first date. Okay. Oh, yes, I did go on a date with him. That's right. We went on the rooftop date. That's right. That's right, Ange. I did go on a date with him. How funny. Yes, I remember we talked about how there are no good we were talking about slasher films, and I think we were talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer, the reboot, and then I was telling him, I was like, there are no good serial killers anymore. Like, you can't be a serial killer these days. Like, with all the data and cameras and GPS locators and all that stuff, like, how are you gonna go and, like, kill a bunch of people and then, like, hide their bodies? Like, we're out of that era of, like, serial killers. Like, we're never gonna have another serial killer, you know? It's true. We're just not. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Oh, all right. I need to stop talking because my jaw is so sore. I need to take like an ibuprofen or something. It's too early to take the good shit. But all right. I love you guys. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on your way out. And if you haven't done so yet, today is your last chance to lock in those savings for Supercast. No filter, all access. There's a link in the description below so you can sign up. Click that link down below, and I will see you later. Ooh, it's all happening. All right. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Ciao for odd combo for a first date. I don't think there's ever an odd combo for a first date. I always have crazy combo. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll be like, you want to talk about Trump? Let's talk about Trump. You want to talk about what do you want to talk about? And we'll talk about it. Like, I'm down for anything. I'm always down. So there's nothing that's off limits in a first date with me. I'd be like, so when was the last time you had really good sex? That's just me, yo. That's just me. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Love you. Appreciate you. You better thank a union member. You better thank a union member for work leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. Yeah. We didn't know how good we had it before all the technology. I know. the fear of like getting kidnapped from a bar and then like never know. Like, I was going to tell you a story about what happened yesterday, but I can't because it's like family stuff. Yesterday was a crazy day, but it related to like technology and how like you really can't like, you know. All right. Ciao for now, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.